Hello guys, my name is Eric and I am going to be your streamer today. We are going to be streaming RuneScape. It is one of my favorite games. It is a massive multiplayer online adventure game made in 2001 with multiple versions, and there is a lot of things to do in this game. This is my character, and this is my food. I am currently on a hunt for monsters. Now, this is the wilderness ditch, and I'm going to cross it to go into a PvP area where other players can attack each other. This is only in this area. Now, this game is mostly free roam. That means you can go anywhere you want, and a lot of items or objects in this game are interactable. For example, you can chop down a dead tree. There's multiple trees. All the trees can be found here, and these are the stats. Let's go see if we can find anyone. I'm not sure if we will. Now, we are going pretty deep. After you pass level 20, you can't teleport. Now, what I mean by teleport is you just click this button and get out, because if you see another enemy that's a higher level than you, you do not want to stay around. It is not safe. Now, there's a lot of things to collect in this game. You can collect armor. There's 3 different types of people that you can be. You can be a mage, you can be a ranger, and you can be a warrior. So with ranger, you have dragon hide, which is the primary armor for a ranger. Now, dragon hide is good for anti-mage. Mage is good for, well, mage clothing is just robes, so there's nothing really good against it. That's one of the sucky parts about being a mage, is that you have very poor defense, but you have powerful spells. For example, you can freeze your enemy and attack them from a distance, and they can't do anything but just stay there and die. Now, I'm attacking grizzly bears, which are usually found in this level of wilderness. And as you can see, my HP is depleting because I have no armor, which is fine because I'm not carrying anything valuable, so I'm not worried about dying. Now, if you attack another player, you have to be aware that you do run the risk of getting a skull on top of your head, which means that you cannot save 3 items. Now, what I mean by that is, when, say for example, you're killed in the wild, this is the wilderness, and you die, you automatically save 3 items, which are the most valuable, which is good because if you don't attack anyone, you could just pretty much do whatever you want without losing your items. Now, if you have a skull on your head, you have to pray that you can keep 1 item, and you actually can. If you click this button and you have the level for it, it will allow you to save 1 item even if you're attacking other players. And prayer is important because you can protect yourself from powerful attacks, especially if you don't have the armor to defend yourself. Now I'm going to attack these bandits right here. They are a little powerful. I might have to back away or eat some food. Okay, I'm getting bored. I'm just gonna go away and go back to my bank because I have a lot of items there. Now, I've been playing this game for a very long time. I started playing it in middle school because a lot of my friends were into it and I was, and it was a big way to socialize with people, and that's all I would really do. Like, I would just go to school, come home, play video games, and that was my life, and it was pretty cool. Now, you may run into some things in the wild. For example, here are rocks, and you can see what kind of rocks there are, and if you have a pickaxe, you can mine them and smith the ores to metal, and then you can smith the metal into armor. It's a 3-step process, and there are a lot of other stats you can do. You can craft. There are some complex stats. For example, you have the Slayer, Hunter, and Construction. Now that's really hard because you need items that you would never use for any other reason besides these stats, and they are actually hard to get. You have to go to far places, you have to do quests just to get some items, and it is annoying, but it's a hobby within the game because of how complex it is, and sometimes people just get bored when they're doing the same thing like me. So this game basically has a huge variety of things to do. Now I'm at a fortress right now, and I'm attacking the guard. Now this guard is telling me to walk the other way. I tried lying to him, but he thinks I'm annoying. So I'm just gonna eat some food. I'm gonna teleport back to base. It's not really a base, it's just the default home teleport, which is convenient because there's a bank and there's a lot of just basic things where you can start your survival. Like there's a kitchen, there's a lot of trees to cut, there's majestic trees like oaks, yews that you need a high level to get, and there's low level monsters. This is basically for people that just started. And you have some people here that are just chilling at the bank. And then I am going, well, I have no runes. These are just member stuff because I was a member and I used to do a lot of things, but I'm going to take some armor. See if I have a good sword to use. Here's an adamant sword. Green is the second highest level in non-members world in terms of weapon rank. Take a rune axe, take a wizard robe because I like my robes. Okay, so now I have a more appropriate melee set to take people out. And I am going to go to the goblins and show you how strong this weapon is. Now, this sword may be bigger, but that's the thing about the game. The thing about the game is it's not about who got the bigger sword, it's about who has the better weapon class. Now let me show you what I mean by that. So basically this is what I'm wielding. It's adamant, level 30, and then you have level 40 rune, and everything else is members, which is a very good way to attract people to buy membership, because it did for me, and I eventually got bored of these weapons. Now, as you can see, the attack rate is very strong compared to past methods of attacking. And I am going to keep walking back to the wizards. Well, actually, I'm going to just stop right here, and I hope you liked the show. It was very nice talking to you and showing you everything. I hope you have a nice day. Goodbye.